What is going on, everybody? We are in the Model X and we are checking out the latest Tesla software update that is not full self-driving beta related. That is 2023.12.1, and we're in the Model X because we do not have full self-driving beta in here. So we get the software updates sooner in this car. Beta is always far behind, and beta is like months and months behind at this point. It's missing a lot of features. It's on a 2022 build. The first thing I want to say though is if you're not on beta right now, say you're on 2023.6 something, and you're waiting for beta, evidence suggests that the next beta will be 2023.6.15, maybe .16. So do not upgrade to 2023.12 if you're waiting for beta, because if you go to 2023.12 like I've done here, you cannot go backwards. You will not be able to be enrolled in beta. So this vehicle right here cannot go backwards and cannot go into beta. Oh, and an honorable mention for 3 and Y. They also get some extra controls with their scroll wheels. At this time, I don't know exactly what that is, but I will add it down in the description or right here on the screen if I can find that. The S and X are not getting that as of right now, but maybe soon, hopefully they would get that, or maybe it's related to the way the yoke is set up. It already has more buttons versus the 3 and Y steering wheel. So let's go through these release notes. First of all, we have control search, and we can now go into the controls page and just search for what we need. Use the search function for quicker access to controls and settings. Go to controls, search, and enter search terms. Make changes directly from the results or tap the link to jump to that panel. This is great as the cars become more complicated. This is how most computer operating systems work. You just search for what you need to change because there's so much to do. Love to see it. Point of interest, see photos and reviews when you select a point of interest or supercharger location. This is super interesting and very cool to see this because you'll get way more information about the things you're looking at as you're planning where you want to go or where you want to stop. Phone call controls. Control your phone calls from the steering wheel. I thought you could already do this, but maybe that was only in the 3 and the Y. Use the left scroll button to answer or decline incoming calls. While you're on a call, use it to mute, unmute yourself, or hang up. Sounds like you could accidentally screw that up, but we'll try it out. Passenger seat controls, so you can adjust the passenger seat from the rear touchscreen to make it easier to enter or exit the vehicle. Pretty cool. This only works while the vehicle is parked, something the kids could mess with back there with the rear screen, so you will not be seeing this on the 3 and the Y because they don't have a rear screen, at least as of now. And this is nice for people getting in the back seat. There is a way to do this from the front seat as well, and I will show you that. And then voice recognition language. And now we have British English. Wow, really mixing it up there, Tesla. And then honorable mention from the last update, the steering yoke heat. You actually have multiple options. You have auto, just like for the seats, and then you have you have 2 to keep it hotter, and then 1 to keep it a little cooler. It seems like before it maybe was automatically switching between those, or it was always on the 2. I actually do appreciate this a lot. The 1 is really nice. The yoke can get super, super hot. So having that 1 single option there, I've been using that. All right, first up, let's go into the controls, the little car at the bottom left here, and bam, in the top right there, search new. I like that little new label it has on there. If you click right there, very nice. You can just type whatever you want. So let's say I want locking. I want something about locking my doors, L-O-C-K. So now all the options about locking have come up, even right here, lock confirmation sound, lock rear display. I mean, anything with the word lock in it has come up, and you can adjust it right from this menu, so you don't have to fiddle around anymore. And let's say driver door unlock mode. I want to see what that is. Okay, when enabled, that's cool. Let me go to the lock section, and it takes me right there. It didn't take me to exactly what I was looking at, but it did take me here. There it is. So it took me to this section now, and I can search through here. So that actually works really well. While we're here, let's check out the British voice thing. So it has my old search saved. I can hit the X there, and let's say voice. I forget what it was even called. It's right there, voice recognition language. And bam, English, click that. And, oh, okay, I see. So there were other languages in here, but now they've added, wow, there's a lot of languages in here. Voice recognition language, yeah, that's it. So British English right there is the new one. But yep, so there's all your languages, and you can search for it with the new search function if you want to get to that. All right, so next up is point of interest. Let's check this out on a supercharger first. So we have all our superchargers up. If I click this one, which one is that? That is Livonia. And if we look at the Livonia supercharger, bam, this is all of our information about charging, which we've had for a while, but if you scroll down here, look at that. Now we have some pictures, so you can actually see what the charger looks like. That is awesome. Oh, there I am right there. No, I'm just kidding. So this guy's got an error on his car. You cannot make the pictures bigger, but there you go. Pretty cool to see all these pictures, and it helps because sometimes when you're new to a supercharger, you're kind of like, oh, what does this place look like? Where in the parking lot is it? And then at the bottom here, you can click these amenities if you want to see what's around. So let's say I want to see what restrooms are here. I can click that, And boom, Starbucks is there, Panera is there, and McDonald's, those are the distances from the supercharger, so you can see how close those are. Now, the lame news about this is if I X out of here, it just gets rid of everything. It doesn't take me back to where I was. It doesn't seem like there's an option to go back to the supercharger I was looking at, so you'll have to, find that again. But yeah, so you can see here that these results are sorted by Tesla, and if I press X, it just gets rid of everything. All right, so we're checking out Soup's Exotic Jungle here. You can just select your destination on the map, and this pops up pretty much right away. You can see the reviews. My family and I visited, and we were not disappointed. People seem to really like this place. It looks really cool. I didn't realize this was so close to my house, and you can see the pictures here. I mean, this is all working so well. If you click a picture, so there's no clicking to make the pictures bigger, but you can go through and see the different pictures, the reviews there. It's got 5 stars, 84 reviews. If you click that, so I'm doing it through a camera, yeah, it'll take you down to the reviews. You can show more, so you can read the rest of that review. If we zoom in over here, let's see what destinations we have. So what is this? Sebastian and Sons well drilling. All right, I need a new well. So I'll click that. You can see it pops up pretty much right away. And again, 4.5 stars. Nice pictures here. You can see they are drilling the well. That's what they do. And bam. I mean, that's awesome to have all this right here on the map. Probably not going to use it for well drilling, but I guess you could. It's working so well, so fast. This is a Ryzen chip, so that helps a lot. And then if you want to visit their website or something, you can just click right there. And bam, it opens it up, and it keeps that open to the side for you. And you're right at their website. I mean, pretty much immediately. That is working very well. Well. All right, so I'm not able to record and do a phone call at the same time. I'm just using my phone right now. But you get the controls in the bottom left of the driver's display. Actually is very intuitive and easy to use. And you can, move left or right on the scroll wheel to do whatever action to answer or hang up. And then once you've answered, you can mute them by going left with the left scroll wheel or right with the left scroll wheel will hang up. So pretty cool. It actually worked really well. And I love the way it's displayed down there, and it shows you exactly what you need to do. All right, for the next one, these passenger seat controls, you would think you go to the rear. And yes, you can do this on the rear screen. But one thing that was added in a software update a few months ago is if you go down here, you can actually just kind of emulate that rear screen right here on the front screen. So this is exactly what the rear passenger is seeing. And if somebody was sitting back there and I was to say, click this, being controlled by front display. Yeah, I'm controlling it. What are you talking about? Okay. If I was to click this, they see the exact same thing that we're seeing here on the video. So that's actually happening on the rear screen. So now what we can do is we go to this seat option right here. And normally this is used to turn on your heated seats if you're there, or of course I can do it for them. But if you're sitting in the back, you can control all your stuff. You can control your climate from back there and everything. But now you can actually move this passenger seat. So let me show you if I move it back so you can hear it moving. If we do this, I'm going to push the button, and you can see it's moving forward. Wow, it's really getting out of the way there. So there's tons of room here. And if I move it back with this front screen, it moves it back. So that's actually really convenient, and something I bet my wife will be using because we move it out of the way for our daughter so she can easily fit back there, and also so she doesn't kick the seat. But yeah, that's actually really nice to have that right here from the screen. And again, this is for the rear passengers, but because you can emulate that rear screen, you can also do it up here. It's effectively an upgrade for the front and rear screen. Now, you can use the screen also while you're driving, but you cannot use this feature while the car is moving, so this feature wouldn't be enabled anyway. I like how it says being controlled by front display, so people don't think like you're sitting back there and you're like freaking out that a ghost is controlling everything. But you can use this mirrored display while driving. This function exactly will not work while driving, even for people in the back. And if you go here, say you want to put on a movie for somebody back there, if they don't want to do it themselves or whatever, you also can't control any of this while the car is in motion, but you can set it up while you're parked. So again, final warning, I know people skip around the videos, that's fine, but if you're waiting for beta on a car with 2023.6, don't update to this, because then you can't get beta. But it could still be months before beta comes to you anyway, so pick your poison. We honestly don't know what's going on. But overall, very cool little set of updates. We used to get so many more software updates out of Tesla. But to be fair, we have a lot of features. Like, what do you want them to add? Maybe leave down in the comments suggestions of things you want via software update you want Tesla to add. Because they've added a ton of stuff since I first started driving my Tesla back in 2019. The cars have so many more features baked into the software that they didn't have then, that all came via free over-the-air software updates, just like this one, this free over-the-air software update. But anyway, I look forward to talking to you down in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this one, and you will see me in the next video.